Have you noticed how some memories stay quiet all day and then wait for the night to speak? You can be fine for hours, even happy. You answer messages. You handle small problems. You move through the day without thinking too much about the past. But the moment the room goes dark and everything slows down, something shifts. The past starts knocking, not loudly, not all at once, just enough to keep you awake. And maybe you've wondered, why does my mind choose the night to remember things I didn't ask for? At night, something subtle but powerful happens. The world goes quiet, the lights go off, and suddenly everything that felt manageable during the day feels closer. The noise fades, the room gets quiet, and suddenly memories you didn't invite begin to show up. A conversation from years ago, a moment you thought you had moved on from, a decision that still feels unfinished. You're not trying to remember, it just happens. And you lie there, staring into the dark, wondering why your mind saves these moments for the night. Most people assume that thinking about the past late at night means you're stuck, or lonely, or unable to let go. There's a subtle judgment attached to it, as if remembering is a weakness or a failure to move forward. But that assumption misses something important. Remembering the past at night isn't random, and it isn't a flaw. In many cases, it's simply what happens when the world finally stops interrupting you. During the day, your brain is busy protecting you. It filters information. It prioritizes what needs immediate attention. It keeps emotional doors slightly closed so you can function. At night, that protection relaxes. Your nervous system shifts gears. The alert mode quiets down. The part of your brain responsible for reflection, not action, comes forward. Think of it like a room that's been locked all day because the house was noisy. When everything becomes still, the door opens on its own. The memories that appear aren't always the most dramatic. They're often the unresolved ones, not because they're painful, but because they still carry meaning. Researchers who study memory and rest have noticed something simple but powerful. When external stimulation decreases, internal content becomes louder. This is why thoughts feel heavier at night, not because they're stronger, but because nothing is competing with them. Your brain isn't trying to hurt you. It's trying to organize. Memory replay, especially in quiet moments, is one of the ways the mind checks for emotional loose ends. It's a gentle scan that asks, is there anything important here I never fully processed? During the day, there's no time for that question. At night, it finally gets asked. There's also a deeper layer beneath this. People who remember the past at night often have a strong internal sense of responsibility, not just for others, but for themselves. They replay moments, not to suffer, but to understand. Some part of them is looking for coherence, a clean emotional narrative. They want things to make sense. This doesn't always show up as overthinking during the day. In fact, many of these people are calm, functional, even lighthearted when they're awake and busy. Reflection waits until it's safe, and night feels safe. There's an unexpected benefit to this pattern. Nighttime remembering is closely linked to depth. People who think this way tend to have strong self-awareness. They notice emotional details others might skip over. They're capable of seeing patterns in their own lives, connections between what happened, what changed, and who they became. This can lead to creativity, insight, emotional intelligence. Many writers, artists, and deep thinkers describe their best ideas forming during these quiet hours, not because night is magical, but because the mind is finally uninterrupted. The past isn't haunting them, it's informing them. Still, there's an important distinction to make. Remembering is not the same as reliving. When nighttime reflection helps you understand, release, or gently integrate past experiences, it's healthy. It's part of emotional digestion. But when memories loop endlessly, when they come with intense anxiety, self-blame, or a sense of being trapped, that's a signal, not a sentence. It may mean your nervous system hasn't found resolution yet, not because you're broken, but because something needs compassion, boundaries, or support. The key difference isn't what you remember, it's how your body feels while you remember it. So here's a question worth sitting with tonight. When the past comes to you in the dark, does it feel like a quiet review or like a fight you're still trying to win. There's no right answer, just awareness. If this sounds like you, there's nothing wrong with your mind. Some people carry their memories during the day. Others set them down and return to them only when the world is asleep. You could call this nocturnal reflection, a natural tendency of thoughtful minds to process life when it's quiet enough to listen. It doesn't mean you live in the past. It means you don't ignore what shaped you. If these late-night thoughts feel familiar, you're not alone here. And if you want to explore more of these quiet patterns, the ones that show up when no one else is watching, you can subscribe and stay a while. In the next video, we'll explore the psychology of people who feel more emotional at night and why certain feelings only surface when the world goes quiet. Until then, let the night be gentle with you. Some thoughts don't want attention. They just want to be understood.